Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It is me, Mysterious Cameraman, and today we are talking about if it is okay to watch Spider-Man Lotus. So I did promise I was going to do a really in-depth review of it. I don't feel like that's necessary. I feel like there's thousands of reviews that I've even watched. I've probably watched like 20, 30 Spider-Man Lotus reviews by this point. They're all really good. Scourge's one was pretty funny. Let me just Google Spider-Man Lotus review. I'm just gonna Google Spider-Man Lotus. Let me see which ones I watched. Channel Pups was good. Dead Keys was good. That one wasn't great actually. I've seen so many of these. What? Greg from Cult Meetings, that one was funny. Austin Green's was good. Firewood Media's was good. There was this 40-minute one, too, that was really good. Okay, I'm gonna stop in a second. I'll scroll for like 2 more seconds. That's gorgeous. That one was really funny. I'm gonna give up in a second. Give me 1 more second. I'm gonna find it. I'm just shouting out channels, but I'm gonna find it. Fun. No, that one's not great. Okay, I'm going to give up, so I stop wasting your time. In this video, I'm not going to be talking about my thoughts on the film. I gave my thoughts. Maybe in a few weeks, I'm going to do a scene-by-scene breakdown. It seems highly likely. In this video, I'm going to do something different. In this video, I'm asking the question, is it okay to watch the film? What I mean by this is, I saw this video from Nano V Movies, where basically he was like, is it okay to play the new Harry Potter game with everything with J.K. Rowling? And I'm kind of posing that same question with Spider-Man Lotus. Like, the amount of controversy that's come up, I haven't really covered much of it. But in this video, I'm really talking about the controversy. I'm talking about everything that went down, and I'm basically posing the question if, it's okay to watch this film. Before we get into it, if you haven't already seen the official trailer for my own fan film, Captain America: The Taskmaster Trials, it's on my channel now. There's a new trailer out that just released 2 days ago or something. It's actually the best fan film video I've ever released on my channel. Thank you guys for that. Besides that, let's jump into this video. Okay. In this video, I'm actually completely focused on controversy. If you're not happy with that, sorry, this is the video you're watching. Where can I start with this? I feel like there's many fun places I could begin this story. Let's begin this story, actually. Where can I begin this? I'll begin this probably with when the controversies began. This fan film I rewatched it, is not as good as I thought it was first. If you like Spider-Man as a character, I suggest you watch it. But it was not great. And I'm going to kind of just start commenting first on some of the reviews I saw. I saw this review from someone, and they were like, you shouldn't have given $100,000 to someone who never directed before. I completely agree with that. In one of the shots, I actually saw the Black Widow poster confirming that this was filmed in 2021. So they really put a lot of time making this happen, which I respect, but I don't know. It was a very interesting move making this film. Mariah Brooklyn, I've heard, was not such great in it. I'm not going to comment on that, but yeah, I'm going to give up on that part now. Let's start talking about controversy. So, first, let's just talk about the racism. There were racist comments shown from both Warden Wayne and Gavin Knopp. And this was back in June 2022, a year ago. And there was a lot of bad stuff that came out about it. And there were a lot of things said that were not great. I'm not going to repeat those things. I'm not going to show the text. All of you have seen it by this point. But they both said some bad things. Warden apologized for it immediately after, and Gavin apologized for a bit after. The person who exposed Gavin was supposedly this old friend of Gavin's that kind of just Gavin then abandoned the friend for no reason once Lotus began. And they got mad, and this was kind of their revenge. Then I'm first going to begin with this section. Then Gavin made a video talking about the racist remarks, and he apologized. Warden apologized. And I believe also, who plays Green Goblin? John something? I have to know his name because he has a lot of crap around him. Take me to IMDb. Give me a second, I'm gonna find this. But he said something that he basically started defending them, and that was kind of messed up. So, let's just Google this. And once I'm done Googling this, I can begin talking. But, can't begin yet. John Slandria started defending them. Okay, fine. Personally, it was not okay for them to start doing that. They couldn't, it was not okay for them to say those things. But they said them, and they apologized for it, and they kind of showed they changed. Do we know if they changed or not? No. And if you're I'm not someone who this targets, but if you're someone who is targeted by it, and you're not okay with that, and you don't want to support them, I completely understand that. What I will say, though, is personally, if you are able to look past that, there were a lot of people that worked on it, and only 2 of them we know are really bad. So I personally don't think you should just kill any thought of watching this film immediately before you, I think if you were able to give it a chance for that, I think that's okay. And I don't think anything they said was okay. I do not agree with anything they said. Everything they said was horrible. But I think that for all of this stuff, I think that if you can look past that, you can still enjoy the film. So I kind of spoiled it, but whatever. What they said was wrong, and their apology didn't make it better. And the reason I'm trying to I don't know what to say in this section is because everyone's covered it. It's the other sections that most people haven't. VFX artists were not treated well. We don't know if this is true or not. The VFX artists, including Max Arnhammer, made a video on it. They didn't say that they were treated bad. That was a specific VFX artist that said, oh my god, we were treated like absolute crap. No one said this. Only they said this. But, they didn't say this. Only one person said that. No one else said that. So, we don't know if this is true or not. But we think that he may have disrespected some of the VFX artists, and we know he didn't pay the VFX artists. We know he didn't pay storyboard artists, and we know a lot of that. No, he paid VFX. He didn't pay storyboard. Let's talk about the VFX first. Paid very little. They didn't say, though. Again, from what we know, nothing really happened with the VFX artists, and they quit because of the racism. So I'm not going to be like, oh my god, they're such terrible people for doing this. Because we don't know if anything happened with the VFX artists, so I don't really want to say something happened, because we have no evidence that something did. So I'm not going to talk on that part. Storyboard artists. This is something I want to talk about. They did not pay the storyboard artist, and then he was like, even though in the post, he was like, yeah, you're not going to get paid for it, and then they started complaining about it. Gavin really should have paid the storyboard artist, and I don't think all fan films need to pay. I think all fan films should pay the people who work on it. But with that sort of budget, yes, definitely. In a no-budget one, then if they know what they're getting themselves into, then who knows. But in this, I would say, with such a high budget, you kind of had to pay the storyboard artist. And I don't get why they didn't. I'm guessing some of the money went into Gavin's pocket. And I think they really should have paid the storyboard artist, because the storyboard artist really deserved to get paid for this. And for some reason, they just didn't. And I don't see why he made that choice. I don't see how he realized that didn't really how that crossed the line. Now we're going to talk about, I think, the only other thing I haven't covered. No, 2 things. First is going to be about how John Slandria, the Green Goblin, has supposedly been grooming some of the underage people on set. I'm not going to go too far into what all this means, and how my knee just started really hurting. But I'm not going to go too far deep into this. I don't want this video getting in trouble. But if this is true, that's really messed up. Like, that is past the point. And, like, the racist comments, none of them were dated so close to the... Actually, never mind, I take that back. But that's a bit over the top. Like, if John Slandra really did this, we don't know if he did. We know he's in legal trouble for it. If he actually did this, maybe you shouldn't watch this film. But I don't know if he actually did this. So I'm not going to, like, we don't know much. We don't know about this at all. Very little news has come out about this. So I'm not going to focus on if this actually happened or not. I'm more going to just say maybe John Slandra was grooming one of the underage people on the set. And if this is true, that's really bad. Again, I'm not going to explain what it is and all that because this video doesn't want to get demonetized. But I'm just going to say that if that is true, I would not watch the film. Even if the film is good, I would not watch the film because of that. Because with the director and main actor being racist and then a side actor being grooming someone on set, and with people not getting paid and the VFX artist maybe being treated bad, that is too far for me. Finally, the last thing that we have to cover is new comments came out of Gavin, the director, saying how bad of an actor either Tuyun Powell or Mariah Brooklyn were. I don't know which. I've heard that he said it about MJ, and I heard he said it about Gwen. As I was saying, I heard two different things from two different sources, but I heard that Gavin was saying how bad of an actor and how bad of a job they did about Mariah Brooklyn or Tuyun Powell. From what I heard and from what other people think, I'm guessing it was Mariah Brooklyn who plays MJ, because I did not think Tuyun Powell did a bad job as Gwen. So I'm guessing it was Mariah Brooklyn as MJ, but no one really knows if it's true or not. So that's all the controversy. We have racist comments, we have grooming, and we have crap talking. Personally, this film has been tainted so much by these things. Like, this film just isn't, like, it just doesn't have a good look. Personally, it isn't great either. I normally like a lot of fan films. In my opinion, this is not a 100% great fan film. There are many issues with it that should have been resolved. And I feel like it drags on, and you can really feel those 2 hours. If you are someone who would enjoy something like this, and you can look past it and still enjoy the film, then I'd say definitely watch it. If you're able to look past it and you want to see what it is, I'd say watch it. If you're the type of person who's going to get stuck on the fact that all this controversy, you're not going to be able to sit through the whole film. Like, you're not going to be able to watch the film if all you think about is all the controversy around it. If you're able to put the controversy aside and just watch the film as it is, you're going to find enjoyment. You're going to see some enjoyment in the film. So, answering the question, is it okay to watch Spider-Man Lotus? I said a lot of different things in this video. I'd say yes. I'd say it's okay to. If you are someone who's affected by these comments and disagrees, then I completely understand. But from someone who isn't affected by any comments in any way, I would say if you're interested in watching it, then watch it. If you disagree with anything I said, I completely understand. I'm one person who is not affected by any of this. So if you're someone who is affected or just completely disagrees with some of what I said, I completely understand. This isn't like a topic everyone's gonna agree on. It's a very controversial topic. And this just leads into this. Spider-Man Lotus is the face of fan film controversy. However, there's a lot of other fan film controversy besides just Spider-Man Lotus. So here's what I ask of you guys. I'm making a video covering fan film controversy, not just from Spider-Man Lotus, but also from a lot of other studios we've heard about. This is mostly to hopefully try to clean up the fan film community and hopefully try to help fix it. If you know of any fan film controversy that you've heard about, any channels that have done these corrupt things a lot like Spider-Man Lotus, if you know of anything else about how people, like editors, like mistreated on making films, or anything went wrong in the making of films, and you're like, oh, I know about this, please comment it on this video. You can email my email, which should be in the description, mcameralive@gmail.com. Email that if you don't want it to be public, but you just want to email it anonymous with some, like, details on something. Please do that. Comment on this video some things you know. I have a community post on my community tab where that stuff is. But my goal is to really make a video talking about and uncovering a lot of this drama so we can try to clear it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any controversy that you've heard about, anything like that you want to share, if you have any ideas for a video that you want to show, comment below, email my email. I don't care. Just please help with this video. It's going to be difficult. And that's it. Besides that, if you haven't already seen the official trailer for Madden fan film, Captain America Taskmaster Trials, it's on my channel now. Besides that, thank you so much for watching this video. See you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.